Hey guys, that gun coast to coast dude, I think his name's Bob, somebody said, he's like totally hacking on us Californians and he's saying bad things. And he's acting like we're some disease that's spreading around. It makes me feel sad. It makes me want to get in my safe space. It's just not true. You can see if you just listen to me and just look at me. That I'm just like you, right? Can't you see that? We're just the same. I'm just here like hanging out, thinking things and making videos just like you, right? So he's like putting out like fake news and he's like being a sexist or racist or speciesist or some kind of ist, man. He's being an ist. You guys stop being an ist, man. Stop spreading this stuff. Californians are not polluting the whole world with leftist thinking, okay? We're not. Seriously though. No, I was just watching a video by Guns Coast to Coast, and he always has, I kind of assume all of my subs are subs of his. He's an exceptionally bright dude and a pretty good analyst. I don't always agree with him completely, but I generally agree with him in the bigger sense of the word. But his video got me thinking, and it was basically a beware of the Californians moving into your area video. And I realized watching it that although we all kind of believe that that is true, make that assumption, it's not true. This leftist socialist thought is not spreading out from California and infecting cities across the land. And I'll tell you why I think that's not true. First off, it didn't start here. When I was young and we moved to California from New York City, and before that my family had been in Chicago, part of the reason we moved out here was to get away from the whole leftist culture thing and everything. And California at that time was the wild, wild west. This was the epicenter of freedom and libertarianism for the whole world, really. Okay? We had very little in the way of rules and regulations and stuff out here, which is what made California so part of it so attractive, and so many people move out here. And when the people moved out here from places like New York and Chicago and Atlanta and cities like that, that is where this leftist thinking came into California. You know, before that we were Ronald Reagan and John Wayne and stuff. You know, it didn't start here. Is thing number one. Thing number two: there are not enough Californians leaving to be the cause of leftism in all these cities and all these places. There just aren't. Thing number three is most of the Californians that leave are conservative-minded people. The people living in the cities, the social-minded people, the liberal-minded people, are happy as clams out here. They're not leaving. You know, they don't mind a little high taxes or a little whatever. It's the people like myself who want to go out and do uncommon things, shall we say, non-city things that have had enough of it out here, because you can't do anything anymore. You know, all the places we used to go, you can't go there anymore for one reason or another. You can't, you know, have a bonfire on the beach. You can't do any freaking thing out here anymore. We're the ones who are leaving, not these other people in general. And second off, it's just not enough people. There's not enough people leaving California to tip one city, much less all the cities in the countries. So, you know, this crap it comes from everywhere. It comes from urban living. It comes from education. It comes from media, and it comes from popular culture, music, movies, things like that. You know, people say, oh, movies come from California, Hollywood. It's not true. The movie industry is much bigger in Atlanta, Georgia than it is in Hollywood. Much bigger. In New York, there's a lot of movie industry. You know, Hollywood was the heart of the movie industry in the early days, and so it's kind of become the cliche word for it. Just like, you know, fridge was short for Frigidaire. Anyway, so I'm not... up until today, I always believed everything he said, but as I listened to him say it, I realized it wasn't really true. California is not the source of the problem. You know, look at Hoople's cat. He's as far left-leaning as you could get, and he's up there in, what, Toronto, Canada, or whatever. I don't think he's ever even been to California, and I doubt he has any friends there in Toronto from California, you know. So it is not California. It's coming from everywhere. California is not infecting Texas or infecting wherever. It is coming out of the social fabric of our nation. That's all I really had to say. Have a good day, guys.